Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Dev Talk video, and today we have the devs speaking on a lot of things, including troop sorting, multiplayer features, mod tools, smithy ideas, and community frustration. So I have a lot of Dev Talk videos on my channel. If you would like to see more info like this, where I take replies and posts, show them on the screen, and kind of explain it, well, you guys can go check out the rest of my channel. I have one up every couple of days. So if that does interest you, go check them out. Also, I'm going to link the official forums from Bannerlord. It's going to be down below. This is where all the replies and posts are taken from if you want to go check it out for yourself. And like always, I have a script, so everything I say, all the links that I state, it's all going to be down below. So without further ado, here we go. So first we have a player asking about a multiplayer crouch feature where the character you control can crouch and swing at the same time. Which made for some dynamic gameplay since you can dodge the enemy attack and attack the enemy back at the same time. This feature has been in the game since launch, but since 1.4.2 it was disabled, and the player is asking why and if it will be brought back again. The devs state that this feature caused animation glitches and desync issues. Also, that this was an unintended feature that the devs decided to keep in the game since they personally thought it was a nice feature. Devs then saw all the issues and that the feature caused and decided to disable it for the better of the game. Also, the devs said they loved it and are in discussion on how they can bring it back in a less buggy form. So I looked at the video provided, and it did look epic, and it kind of did make for some dynamic gameplay and fighting mechanics. It's unfortunate that it is gone, but I'm personally confident that the devs will find a way to get this feature back, or maybe add a new feature in its place. Second, we have a player asking about troop sorting based on their rank level and troop type in the party tab. States that it would be a great feature and would have many uses. The devs state that the current order of troops affects mission spawning and positioning, kind of like in battles and stuff of that nature. So if the devs add a feature to sort troops, this will break the current system. Devs also state that they want to first find a solution to the current system before implementing a troop sorter, and to pretty much stay tuned for news about this. So they are thinking about it. So this is a feature I talked about as well, and I hope it will come in the near future. It looks like it is. There's just some problems that need to be fixed first. Third, we have a player making a thread suggestion of a new game feature similar to the smithy, but where the players would make armor instead of weapons. The player states that it would be called the Weavery or Armory, and a perk called Weaver can be implemented. Same thing as we got a smithy, and then we have the smithing skill. What's it called? Not a perk called Weaver, a skill called Weavery, right? Also, a lot of players, including myself, agree with this addition idea. On the forums and pretty much everywhere else, this has been asked about a lot. So the devs replied and said they currently have no plans on adding armor crafting to the game, but also this is an idea that will be forwarded to the right devs for the job. So hopefully later on in the development they do add this as like an in-game feature, or if worst comes to worst, someone can make a mod for it. Not worst comes to worst, but like if this doesn't become an in-game feature, then hopefully a modder takes it upon themselves and makes a mod for it. It would be a great mod, or would be a great in-game feature. But regardless which way it is, it would be a great addition to the game and would add a lot more stuff to do. Fourth, we have a player asking about the set deployment formations for troops before a battle starts. The player wants to set and save a couple of different starting formations for his troops and then use them in different circumstances. So pretty much he doesn't want to button mash as soon as the battle starts, but to have the troops already in those certain positions before the battle even begins, right? So the devs say that they have something in the works that is similar to the siege deployment phase that is currently in the game, but the devs are not sure when all of this will be ready. I personally agree this would be cool to start with, like, let's say, for example, archers behind my infantry got their shields up, and my cavalry is all the way in the back or on the sides getting ready for the flank and stuff of that nature. If that could all be done with me just, like, let's say, saving a formation, and then the next battle I could just click custom formation this, right, and my units would appear in that way. So indeed, I think it would be a very cool feature, and I can't wait for this update when it does come out in the future. Fifth, we have the devs replying to a thread about community frustration. The original thread maker states that the players should not blame the devs. For all the problems in the game, especially the devs on the forums, but blame the higher ups in Tail World since they make all the decisions. Devs respond and state that everybody who is working on this project cares for this game, and while players might disagree with some decisions made, none of what the devs do is out of lack of care or love for the game. Devs also state that they have worked tirelessly for years to get this game to this point, and they are very happy for the early access launch and being able to include players in the game's development. That being said, the devs state that they are not done at all and will continue to work for as long as needed to make sure this game turns out great. Also, the devs state that there is a misconception about higher-ups at Tail Worlds. Devs state that everyone has a voice and everyone can bring up ideas and changes, and everything is discussed and debated within the team. So it's great to see that the devs are together. There's really no tension between them. Tension that we can see, right? Because good work, I hope everything's good though, right? Because good teamwork, it does make for good results. And to be honest, I understand there is frustration, but getting angry and pointing the fingers, whether it's the higher ups or the other, it won't really solve the game's problems, or it's not going to really speed up the process. That kind of makes sense, right? Sixth, we have a reply from the devs in terms of modding tools and if the devs are pretty much working on the modding tools. So devs reply to this question and state that they are working on modding tools and want to start sharing them in the not too distant future. There's no precise ETA or estimated time of arrival of these modding tools, but they do state it will be sometime during early access. So personally, it looks like it will take some time since the developer stated sometime in early access, and we are expected to be in early access for the next upcoming year. Seventh, we have a meme posted as a reply to the devs about the mod tools statement from the previous post. The meme will be on the screen right now, and it pretty much shows how the devs picked between saying soon and distant future when it comes to when the mod tools will be out. The devs respond and state that they could lie and say next week, but that will only make players happy for a few days and then be twice as upset next week when there's no update to modding tools. So I like the little sense of humor there. They wanted to, because it's kind of more positive now on the forum, so it's good to see, right? But yeah, that's all the statements and replies for now. And if anything new comes up, I will make a video and keep you guys informed. You guys know this. Lastly, also, I'm going to end the video like I end all my Dev Talk videos. I do want to thank the developers for staying active and bringing good changes. It's been kind of, a negative month last month, but it's gearing up to be a good month this month, right? So let's keep the positivity up. Let's keep all that up, and let's keep improving the game. Also, as an early access game, if you are playing on the beta, do not expect the gameplay to be stable. It is a beta branch meant for beta testing and reporting. If you want to play in a stable environment, I suggest you play on a stable live patch of the game. I'm still playing on 1.3 when it comes to my YouTube playthrough, so yeah. If you guys want to know how to revert to a stable patch, the link to that video will be down below. It's a very simple video, couple minutes, but it teaches you everything that has to do with, pretty much reverting to any patch that you want that's been previously in the game. But that's pretty much all I got to say. Hopefully this video was informative. Ask me any questions, and like always, stay safe.